how sweet it is. The Mandalorian's over. To be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. I tried, man. I tried to come in like freaking let's go. Got a new shirt. But damn it. The Mandalorian freaking. Even as I drink out of my Mandalorian glass. Just, man. Oh, God. Well, we're going to talk about it, I'm sure. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated, your weekly Thursday night nerdy show where we sit back, relax, pour ourselves a drink. I say we pour ourselves a drink, and hopefully you're pouring just a little bit just to get through that weekend, you know, just to help get us all over that finish line of the week into the weekend and have a good time. We're going to talk Mandalorian. We're talking Power Rangers. We're talking whatever it is you want to talk about. For damn sure, I got some thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy before that even comes out. So get in the chat. Tell me if we are all about that. If we're all about that. If you've got a YouTube channel, a podcast, a blog, an OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug your shit. I'm flying, as I say every time, solo dolo today. So who knows? Maybe we throw a link out. I'm not sure. We'll see what we do. But without further ado, the man, the myth, legend himself. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me, and it's so good to see all of you. Actually, you guys are also on screen as well. Look at that. Finally figured it out. Figured out how to get all of you, where is it over here, on the screen. So you're actually going to see where it is I'm scrolling as I'm going through the chat. So hello, of course, to Salvatore in the house. General Kenobis in the house. Throwing up that nerd X. You can't really, it's funny. I wish the emotes or the emojis or whatever could show up on screen as they do in the YouTube chat. But maybe I have to stream on YouTube directly for that to show up. Rolando in the house. The Emperor of YouTube. You sound exhausted, almost unamused. One would say that. But you know what? I am feeling good. As I mentioned, we got something new for all of you over at nerdaffiliated.com. Become the affiliated. $19.99 just dropped on the website. Pick up your shirt. Hopefully, just in time for Star Wars Day, May the 4th coming up. I'll be honest, I'm not a big May the 4th person. I'm more of a Revenge of the 5th type of guy. Or 6th. It's still debatable. I feel like every year we talk about this, it goes back and forth. People are like, which way am I going on this? May the 4th. Or, Revenge of the 5th, Revenge of the 6th. Whatever it may be. But like I said, I'm no rebel scum. So I'm rocking on the 5th. Aaron Waller in the house. Good to see you. Exactly. Let's get nerdy. Love that. Everybody's in the house. Long time no see. There you go. We have the Legacy of Nerd just monetized. So to you, sir, there you go. Love that. Congrats to Daniel, friend of the channel, affiliated nerd. He just, like I said, just got monetized. He's living that high life. He's truly Hollywood. I'm not Hollywood anymore. It's past my time. Letty in the house for those with good tastes. There you go. And look at that. Look at that. Rolando plugging his own content. There you go. Rolando, actually, speaking of, is the plug. Rolando legit will be showing off all the stuff in his, on his toy hunt. And sure enough, he's like, there's like 5 chases in the video and the photos, all that stuff. So Rolando's the real plug. I'm only second best at this point. Yes, new merch. Like I said, you better get those orders in if you want to catch that May the 4th. Like I said, the affiliated, because we don't recognize the Mandalorian around here. We also don't recognize Grogu around here. We don't recognize Din Grogu.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish!
Nope.
Filth, slime!
Let's see if I can make this bigger.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Oh, wow. I could somehow change the opacity. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. I'm learning some new stuff here. Let's see. Can I? Wow, look at that. Look at that. We're in business here. Or should I put you guys over here? So I'm like looking at you. We're over here. I'll leave it over here for now. We'll just roll like that. This is cool. I like that. I just figured it out. But Dave's Dimension in the house. Good to see you, brother. Kenobi says, I'm more of a May the 3rd kind of guy, mainly because it's my birthday. That's true. That is true. Revenge gets both 5th and 6th, says Dave's Dimension. So there you go. Yes, congrats to you, Legacy. 2023, the year of the Legacy. Exactly. I like that. Cool. So, right away, how we feeling? We had 2 days, by the way, to continue on the streak of like cool things, good things. Down below, link in the description, I will be on the Shadow Council with General Kenobi at 9:15. So I will be ending the show promptly today, even though I started a little late. But I'll be ending promptly around 9:10 just to get ready for General Kenobis Bunker. So make sure all of you hit the link down below. Check out General Kenobis Bunker. We're going to be over there talking. We're going to be talking Mando. And I should say, like I rarely, plug the stuff the way that we should. Pause. But I mean, honestly, we do have some dope merch over on the site. So again, if you want to be affiliated, you can become the affiliated with that new shirt. But there's lots of other things on there. So make sure you check that out. A couple things actually are sold out. So holler at all of you who make those purchases. But I want to know. Mando, Power Rangers. This should have been the biggest week in our nerd lives. And alas, I feel less than this week. Feeling out of it. So let me know in the chat how you're ranking each show, those being Power Rangers and The Mandalorian. I'm actually let's see if I can do a little poll here while you guys are giving me your thoughts, but I commented last week. And I said, when it comes to the Power Rangers, we should not get our hopes up. Like it's not going to be the craziest thing ever. Hang on, let me just make sure I'm muted. Yes. I said we got to show some mercy on it. It's not going to be like, Academy Award winning or anything of the sort. Well, goddamn. Goddamn. I feel like that was rough. So I'm going to start with a poll. I'm putting the poll in the chat here of which show was better last week. And I'm not going to put a third option. I'm just going to straight up. Which was better? Because I feel like both of them were they were rough. So when it comes to MMPR, like I said, I wasn't expecting a lot. I wasn't expecting Academy Award winning performances, nothing of the sort. But I think a couple things. One, it was very, very evident that this was a rush job. Very evident that they flew them all down there. They probably said, all right, you guys will be here, I don't know, a week. If you count, because you have travel time, come down for a week, we'll shoot it all. Got the whole thing. That was very obvious to me. It was obvious to me that the storyline was rushed. Why have a year's time pass between the opening events and the rest of the episodes or rest of the show when you're not even going to change that? They've even changed outfits from a year ago, changed hairstyles, looked older, anything, nothing changed. So I feel like that was just a waste. But the one thing that really, really was in my face was they fumbled the bag with not having Austin, Amy, and Jason, aka Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy. Not having them on that show messed the whole thing up, because part of the nostalgia of the 30th anniversary, part of the nostalgia with anything is having it be essentially what is the most popular version and bringing back those people. So, the equivalent would be if I went to go see the Metallica reunion tour and James Hetfield was gone. But not only is James gone, but Lars is gone. So now you got Kurt and Robert. Kurt and Robert are great. Both are great players. In case you don't know, that's the rhythm guitarist and the bassist. Both are great. But if you don't have lead singer Jason and sorry, not Jason, James, and you don't have Lars on drums, you're not getting Metallica, and you're not getting the nostalgia that you want seeing them do a reunion. Now, just to make another music comparison, Pantera, right? Pantera has 2 members left out of the 4. You don't have Dime. You don't have I'm drawing blanks today. You don't have Dimebag, and you don't have his brother. Why am I blanking on his name on the drums? It'll come back to me. But you have Rex on bass, and you have Phil, lead singer. Because you have the lead singer, you can get away with somebody else not being the number 2 guy. Or to some people, Dime was number 1. But 1A, 1B, you can get away with not having one of them if you have one of the ones there. Neither Billy or Zach, no offense to them, were a 1A, 1B on the show. Maybe if you had Jason or Austin St. John there, maybe you get away with the show not having Tommy and Kimberly. Maybe if you have Tommy there, you get away with not having Jason and Kimberly. But not having either Jason or Tommy, and then on top of that, Kimberly, huge L to me. Billy yelling, it's Morphin Time. Zach yelling, it's Morphin Time. Did nothing for me. Rocky, Kat, did nothing for me. It was cool they were there. They did their thing. Did nothing for me, because that's not, when I think the team, they're not my team. On top of that, they bring back Adam and Aisha, and they don't even do anything. They're off doing SPD stuff in space. So I'm like, why'd you even bring them back? They didn't morph. They didn't contribute to the fight. So again, waste of time. To me, waste of time. If you're going to bring these people back, if you finally get them to agree to do it, you got to do it right. And you probably should have had a script already. You probably should have had the graphics done already, the storyline done already, and then put the pieces in place and sign those checks, because they're only getting one. You're only getting one. And unfortunately, we're never going to get the 1A, 1B because we lost Jason David Frank. So that show got a 5 from me. Sorry to say. Let me close out the poll and see how you guys all voted. Mando wins over Power Rangers. Cool. Let me catch up on the chat after I get off my soapbox here, or as I get off my soapbox. HeyArcher sold out. Straight cash homie. I tell you, I wish. I couldn't do it. There was a little too much cheese on the Power Ranger taco. And that's the thing. Like, I knew there was going to be cheese to it. Like, I don't watch all of it. You know, shout out to Legacy of Nerd. He does the hard work. He watches everything Power Rangers. So he's the go-to source for me. Should be for you as well. Legacy, I'm going to guess, because I haven't gotten down through all the comments yet. I'm going to guess Legacy wasn't as disappointed because this is kind of what you've been getting on the show. But I think some of the acting has been better. Like thinking back to even Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder was the last season I liked and watched all the way through. I've watched other seasons through and didn't like them. I thought Dino Thunder was good. Either way, I thought the acting here was less than that, in my opinion. And I think I was also disappointed in that sense because these actors and actresses are long removed from Power Rangers. So I would hope that your acting would get better now than it was back then. Could be wrong. I'm still in the deal, by the way. I'm never getting invited to shit. That's essentially what's happening right now. Watching 50-year-old Billy and Zach was rough. It was, but I think the other mistake there too was not emphasizing the fact that they're older. Like they kind of they put them back into place. And Billy I think they said was like a mayor or governor, but then he also is like a Tony Stark. He has his own company. It's like Cranston Tech and all that stuff. They had the parking lot. He literally had a parking lot outside the command center with his name on it. Like people wouldn't be like, hey, why is that guy's name in front of the Power Rangers fucking thing, you know? Kind of silly. Dave says Once and Always was amazing. A+, Mando C-, Picard A-. You have Once and Always over Picard. Interesting take. I'm going to cheers you on that. That's an interesting take. I have not seen Picard. It was not my show, but from what I heard, people absolutely loved the season of Picard. Not sure where they fall on the finale. So we'll see. I'm just going to let me put this in here. Dropping the link in there if anybody wants to discuss. Like I said, for the sake of time, I may have you on and then have to boot you if there's like other people jumping on. And I have to leave at 9:10-ish to be on General Kenobis Bunker. Link down below in the description. Let's see, where did I leave off on here? Sorry, I went on a rant. I feel like that's what we do here. I went on a ramble. I went on an Anthony-style ramble. Rolando, I like seeing MMPR. Know your craft. Good to see you, Patrick. What's up, peoples? I'm in parachute. Are you flying? Out eating dinner late as always. There you go. That's fine. Rolando, AC/DC only has the singer Brian. Yep. Sal, that's like Metallica, but only Jason Newsted and Dave Mustaine showing up. I love that comparison. I will disagree, but I love that comparison. I agree with that if this is old man, current day, Dave Mustaine and Jason. I'd agree with that. You know what? I'm going to give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Aaron Waller, and it was from Netflix. If Saban was writing the checks, then none would have returned. That's true. And that's where, like, I don't know how knowledgeable Netflix is in the realm of like nostalgia bait. You know, like they do have the shows that made us, movies that made us, all that kind of stuff. By the way, everybody, drop a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe if you like. And if you're watching on Kick or what's the other Twitch, feel free to comment. I'll try to get your comments on screen too. I don't know how Netflix is in that realm of nostalgia, but whoever like greenlit the show should have acknowledged I need majority people here. What is it going to cost? It's only one time. Open the checkbook, get them here. We're saving money on locations. We're saving money on CGI, on the graphics, everything. Costumes. Open the wallet. Open the checkbook. Make it happen. T3 in the house. Good to see you, brother. I never was into MMPR. But did you watch the show? I'm curious about that. I'm curious how many people actually watched it that weren't really into it, but still checked it out. Like he says, we got Rangers impaling monsters. I liked that. I was gonna say we got killed, dead Rangers yelling at each other. Yeah, I liked that. Rita being like, I killed your mom. Like, I was like, okay, I like that. Love that part of it. I was shocked that they used their blasters. Yep. Zach was a congressman. All right. Legacy says the writers had limited tools, meaning the actors. They did wonderfully with what they had. I will disagree, but I see where you're coming from. As I mentioned, you have way more experience watching Power Rangers and what they normally produce. So I can acknowledge that Roman Reigns style. Like, I can acknowledge you on the quality of this compared to the field. I will give you that. Aaron says, and quickly quit, and it was kind of hard to believe. Yeah. Let's see. Walter Jones, Zach had the best acting of everyone. I think I give that to the daughter. But of the OG Rangers, I agree with that statement for sure. T3 says, I didn't realize Thursday was bumping with streams. There you go. That's what we do here. Lotto Vanguard, good to see you, brother, as well. Yeah, T3 collects. Yes. Chat. I'm catching up on watching both, so my vote is null. Oof, sorry, my brain took a shit on itself. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I'm gonna get another poll ready for all of you. And let's see. Wait, what did I just select here? Oh, I did Q&A. Will it show the answers? Let me try that. All right. What would you score Mando? What would you score Mando's final episode? In parentheses, not the season. So I put that in the chat there. See how that works. Questionless. See the view. Yeah, I've never done a question before. I'm enjoying this, doing whole new things on screen here. So let's see what you guys think. How would you rate Mando, the finale of Mando? Again, not the season, just the episode. Out of 10. Sorry, I should have specified. Out of 10. Dave's Dimension says Thursdays are jam-packed now between Archer, Marvelous, KBG, Kenobi, and many more. That is true. Shout out to Marvelous Collectibles. He also goes live at 9:15, I believe. Usually after this show, you can find me in the Marvelous Collectibles stream. So give him a subscribe for sure. There you go. Mulatto dropped that like. I appreciate that. They were using blasters without morphing. I thought that was weird. I did think that was weird. Billy impaled the robot. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. Like I said, there were some moments where I was like, all right, adults. We're taking adult avenues here. Like we're doing the damn thing. So I did like that. Can I show the answer on screen? Let me try. Did it show it? No. I feel like I'm frozen. Oh, no. Let me hit play here so I can see if it's showing up on screen. I'll try again. Did you guys see that on screen? I tried to... I think it did show up. Did it? Were you guys able to see that? I was showing that T3 gave it an 8.5. Let's see. Dave says, Once and Always was one of their best offerings in the past several years. Dino Thunder was definitely one of my favorites. That and SPD. SPD was pretty good too. Yeah. I may have accidentally sent a question. That's fine. Well, does it show up on screen? Like if I hit it? I've not done this before. If I hit select question, does it show up on screen? I don't know. I can't see. I don't know. It doesn't show up on Ecamm. I know that for sure. Anyway, I liked some of the more adult things they did. Like I said, kill, blasting, impaling, all that stuff. There were moments of cheese in the show, is what it is. I don't complain about that. You know, the whole like, oh, they can't see us if we're not morphed, so don't morph but fight. It's like, all right, sure. And then they're like in Rita's palace, still not morphed. I'm like, you might as well just morph now. Like, she sees you, she knows where you are. Just go for it. But you know, I understand. I take the cheese for what it is. Let's see. Can I got rid of my chat. I'm not used to looking at chat and all that stuff with actual YouTube. So I apologize if I'm not showing the stuff properly. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Sal says Mando limped across the finish line. I liked it, but I felt dirty about it. Touche. Were we disappointed that there were no crazy cameos in Mando? Spoilers, by the way, if everybody didn't realize. If you didn't watch Mando by now, you're probably never going to watch it. Fair to say. T3 says, my question is, did they end The Mandalorian with that last chapter? A lot of people ask that. And it's funny. I went back and I watched Aaron Waller on Nerdgenic. He did his live stream. I usually go back and watch the reaction of Star Wars Theory. And then I usually load up. It's usually by the next day. Eckhart's Ladder. He'll do his thoughts on the episode. So I watched all three, and all three said it felt like the end of a show. I'm fine with that. I'll be honest. After this season, I'm fine with that. I feel like this show, and this is not meant to spoil what I'm going to talk about with Kenobi at 9:15, but I feel like this show didn't know why it was even existing in season 3. They're just like, we need a show, put the show out. All right, what story are we trying to tell? I don't know, and I don't care. Put the show out. The same people are working on The Mandalorian, The Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, Dave Filoni's movie now, Bad Batch Season 2, and Star Wars Visions Season 2. The same people involved some way or another among 6 different projects. There's no way this show got the attention it needed. Kenobi, by the way, because this show, I mean, if you think about the time span between like filming, editing, all that stuff, those same 6 projects, those people are probably involved in Kenobi, probably involved in Book of Boba Fett. In all honesty, maybe even Tales of the Jedi, for all we know. There were moments in this episode where I think they literally forgot what they did episodes prior in the same season. I'm not even talking previous season threads and whatnot where they're like, oh, I forgot X, Y, and Z. I mean, my man is like, R5, I need you to deactivate these doors. We haven't seen R5 in like 5 episodes. Dude went to the moon off Mandalore to get Bo-Katan, came back with her, and then that's the last we saw him. And he was here the whole time, just chilling on the planet. Like, you guys forgot that? Like, you didn't think, hey, we forgot to write him in all the other stuff? And you didn't even, like, you literally, as we're doing, you know, Grogu Force doing shit to everybody, you could have avoided the whole R5 thing altogether and just had all the gates open up, and Mando and Grogu are like walking down all those guards and mixing in the Force and all sorts of stuff. I mean, the fact that Grogu even saved him out of nowhere. Don't even know how he got there. Nobody knows how he got there. I was just like, you guys are fucking, this is terrible. Paxmas in the house. Good to see you, brother. Sal says, I'll save my full opinion for when we record. Yeah. And actually, I'm supposed to be editing a video for Anthony talking about Mario and something else he watched. Sorry, I got distracted. Not currently. I meant in what Anthony Anthony sent me to edit. I forgot. By the way, as I said at the top, forget the Mandalorian. Just join the affiliated over at nerdaffiliated.com. Dropped today. So I only got one answer. 8.5. 8.5 is what I'm seeing for a score on the Mandalorian. Nobody else? All right, I'll end it. I'll end that poll. So, or a question, I should say. But I'm going to start a poll. I think I know the answer, but I'm going to say, what was the best Mando season? 1, 2, or Book of Boba Fett? What is the best season of The Mandalorian? And then I think the final question may even be, are we done with The Mandalorian? Like, are you guys all set on the show? I feel like we might be. Let's see. I can't really see. I can't see what everybody's voting on right now. Because I have the one pinned. Yeah. T3 says The Mandalorian season 3 felt rushed and was all over the place. Yeah. Even coming off of last week's episode 7. Don't get me wrong. Hated Last Jedi. I feel like most of us hate Last Jedi. Coming off those movies, I cared none about those movies. Seeing what they did last week with the guard when they took out Paz, phenomenal. Give me more of it. I'm here for it. They pull a Last Jedi and just, they're good. They're gone. For what? T3 says they need to rest it. Yeah. They need to rest it. There's just so much wrong with that episode. It's just so, I get so mad thinking about it. Right now, season 2 is in first place. Wow, nobody's choosing Book of Boba Fett as the best season of Mandalorian. Those 2 episodes are freaking tight. What are you guys talking about? So, other thing I wanted to talk about. I think this is also the end. Literally, that's what they said in the trailers, but I just mean in general. I think this is the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. I think Disney as a whole with Star Wars and Marvel just needs to take a break. Just stop. Shout out, by the way, to Disavowed Action Figures. I typed in Marvel and you came up as number 3. Look at that. So Marvel has been bombing the trailers, the featurettes, all of it for Guardians. Now, a lot of you know my rule. If it's a good movie, there's absolutely no reason to ever show me pieces of the movie outside of a trailer. Show me a trailer or two, maybe a teaser and then a trailer, maybe a teaser, a trailer, and then like a week of trailer. If you truly believe in your movie, the greats, that's how they do it. Some don't even do 2 trailers. But when you start dropping the featurettes, that's when I'm like, all right, we may have a problem here. Danger, Will Robinson. We may have a problem. So Marvel on their YouTube channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we'll say 5. 5 trailers in the last week. Okay. So if I type in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer. So 10 hours ago, new trailer. Where was the other ones I saw? Was it IGN posting it? Yeah. Oh, no, that's too. Well, let's go here. Oh, they have their own trailers channel now? That's cool. I didn't know that. So we got Fast X, Kong, clips. 2 different clips dropping for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's it. Flag on the play. To you, Marvel.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
You know my rule. The second you're dropping actual scenes from the movie, done deal. Done deal. Here, you have 2,000, 2.9, 1,000 for Peter Pan. God knows nobody's seen that movie. 3,000, 2.8. Then Insidious at a 22,000. So people apparently are really excited for Insidious. But maybe we can look at 19,000 for Justice League. People probably didn't even know this was coming out. I didn't know it was coming out. DC's also been sucking. They've all been sucking. All of them. T3 says Guardians will be sprinkled within the next 2 Avengers films. Yeah. By the way, shout out T3. Reviewed the entire Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania figures from Marvel. So shout out to T3. Let's see if I back out here. Also not excited for Godzilla vs. Kong, but I'm going to watch it for damn sure. For damn sure. All right, let's see here. Go to Rotten Tomatoes. There you go. One Last Ride featurette. We saw that before. All the Feels teaser 2 hours ago just dropped. Yeah. TV spot here. There you go. Final tour there. It's a little out of control. Another one there. The Marvels. Yeah. So I don't know which one does worse. If it's gonna be wrong one. If it's gonna be the Marvels or Guardians. Not sure which one's gonna be worse. All right, ending the poll. We have which season was better? Mando Season 2. Y'all voted 0 on Book of Boba Fett. I meant the 2 episodes with Mando in it. I didn't mean the entire Book of Boba Fett. Come on. I thought that was the best season. By far. For sure. Easily for sure. Paxma says, sorry, I need to head out. I have rehearsal at work today. Wanted to stop by. Shout out to the legendary Paximus. Look at that. Yukon Phil in the house. Good to see you, brother. Always a pleasure. See, waiting for these to pop up. Sal says, I would go see Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that opening weekend? Or are you just being in general? Which one were you going for here? Yeah, Yukon Phil in the house. Good to see you. Sal says, Mando Season 1 was amazing. Yeah. I feel like what they dropped at a certain point, the whole, what do you call it? I saw a notification, sorry. They dropped the whole, like, the Empire's, like, on the ropes, just trying to, like, get on their feet again. I feel like they dropped that angle after Season 1, and I really liked that angle. Like, seeing Mando go into, like, that underground club or whatever, where stormtroopers were there and their suits were all dirty and jacked up. I thought that was cool. I was like, hey, give me more of this stuff. But now the Empire is just full on Empire. Like they're just doing a damn thing. And I'm like, they're too well equipped. Their stuff's too new for nobody to notice. Like to me, that's a problem. I see General Kenobis. Oh, the stream's at 9:30. That was 9:15 for some reason. Yeah, let's check. Gonna go here. Click on this. So again, High Ground episode 39. 28 minutes. Oh, it is 9:30. All right, cool. So I'll have some time. We might go to 9:15 as per usual. I will put the link in the description. Actually, no, it's in the description. It's also going to be now in the chat. So make sure you check us out after this show. So yeah. So disappointing. I was hoping, I'll be honest, I was hoping to come on the stream and just be so like pumped for Ahsoka, so pumped for more Star Wars. Hell, I was hoping to come on the stream and be excited for more Power Ranger stuff. No dice. Actually, speaking of Power Rangers, Sal says there are too many loose ends. Yeah, way too many. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Oh yeah. By the way, feel better. But T3 says I was planning to see Evil Dead Rises tonight, but the sinus infection, so you stayed home. Yeah. I am curious about that movie. I'm very curious to see how good that movie comes out. And of course, if Bruce Campbell is going to be in that movie. Because I feel like similar to the Power Ranger conversation, can you do Evil Dead without Bruce Campbell? I'm inclined to say no. All of you can let me know if you feel otherwise. Salvatore says, sorry, I'm being a shitty MOD or mod. I'm trying to do dad stuff and run the chat at the same time. At the same damn time. This guy's a man of many talents, I tell you. So. Oh, wow. One of them actually sold out. I am shocked. So Hasbro, talking some toy news here, and Power Rangers, bringing it all together. Hasbro released pre-orders for a couple more of their remastered Power Ranger line. And Green Ranger actually sold out. So you know what, Hasbro? To you. There you go. Ready to ship December 1st. God damn. Holy crap. Anyway, $33.99. So the Green Ranger, in a shocking chain of events, the Green Ranger comes with no shield, but you get a brand new Tommy Oliver head sculpt. This is one we've not seen before. And of course, in the Master Collection, you get the Morpher. It even has a little green light in there. It's not actually lit up, but green. You got the wave around him. He's got a dagger. And yeah. The big thing here is the green candle. I think that's the one accessory everybody has been like, I need that. I need that. The one that really took my attention, though, was the Red Ranger. I don't know who it is, if it's Rocky or Jason. I'm going to assume Jason, because he comes with a shield, which I'm all for. But the shield is removable, which I thought was interesting. But then on top of that, no maskless head sculpt. Why are you releasing a Red Ranger remastered? Remastered is supposed to be their like Super 7 line almost. No head sculpt. So like, with the dealio. I think this one's an easy pass because I already have a Red Ranger. I already have a shield. I think if anybody buys this one, it's to get another shield so that way you can actually take it off and put it on other Rangers. The cool thing here is the shield and the arm cuffs, they're easily removable. They're not ones that like you have to like cut or anything like on the old stuff. Easily removable, so you can put them on other Rangers. But I'm like, $34, no maskless. So to me, that's an L. Aaron says, don't think Rocky got the shield. I think you're right. I'm pretty sure you're right. Kenobi says legal problems. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Were these toys they used in the special? No. Oh, that's right. So shout out to Aaron Waller. He did a review on the special, and you mentioned that you thought they were Lightning Collection figures that Rita was using. If they were, they had like mesh suits put over them, but I don't think they were Lightning Collection because you didn't see the joints. So maybe they did something to cover the joints, but I don't think they were Lightning Collection. I think that would have been cool to do a Lightning Collection versus, other figures, because then you follow the trend. And I had this problem with the weapons too. I think part of the nostalgia of the original show, if you know, is that all the props they were using were legit like from the toy store when they were not the fully morphed stuff, because that was all Japan footage. But like when you saw them like in human form using morphers and stuff, those were like actual toys. So I think that would have been cool, a little cool thing there if they had used actual Lightning Collection or things you can buy. But the Power Lance on the show looked dope. Somebody's blowing the horn outside. I love the Power Lance on the show. I want that one. And I definitely want a Power Axe. What was interesting, as we continue down too, the coins that were used were not the coins from Hasbro. The coins they showed on the episode were the legacy ones from when Bandai was doing the figures. And the Bandai line, in case you don't know, to me, the best the best weapons. I mean, my Dragon Dagger on the wall is Bandai. I don't have the Hasbro one, but Bandai made the best. To me, like hands down, I wanted the Power Sword from Hasbro, but it doesn't hold up to the Bandai one, so I didn't get it. But the Bandai coins are what they used. The lance that Billy used, I want that lance. The Power Axe, I want that Power Axe that Zach had. Anyway, here we have Kimberly. My big question here, if you know, you know, the pink on the chest, will it actually match the rest of it? Who knows? Who knows? But the big thing here, new head sculpt. Doesn't do it for me. Doesn't do it for me. But just like the other ones, Blade Blaster, fully in blasting mode, dagger mode, and then holstered. So for $34, any of you casual collectors grabbing this? I know a lot of people are completely skipping on the Cobra Kai line, but hell, any of you fans gonna pick these up? $28. I imagine this is more money because you gotta pay Netflix for it. Yeah. I would have cut that in a deal and like, hey, I'll make you some figures, no extra cost. Cut me a deal on production when it comes to the show. That's what I would have done. Got some R5 because he's the thing now. This Rita's dope. This is a good one. Again, fumbling the bag in a sense because they don't even have the robot face one. Like, why not just make that? Because like this is an anniversary special. like you're releasing all these in time for the anniversary, aka the Netflix movie. Like, why not just have one? But whatever. Then because you have the Minotaur here from the show, but this one's even different too. This is, I think, the original version, not the one you saw in the movie. So, whatever. I'm curious. Anybody buying these? $33.99. I mean, I gotta buy Turbo Red here. I am not paying full price for it. This will be a clearance pickup. Of the Turbo line, this is the only figure I need because I just want to have all the Tommy figures. Obviously, it's not Tommy, but keep the mask on, and he will be Tommy. T3 says the Cobra Kai line is pointless. I agree. Aaron says, I like Cobra Kai, but they are really pushing them into mumps and turtles for no reason. Mumps? You mean MMPR? Did autocorrect take over? Sorry. I missed a couple comments here. Obviously, you guys didn't miss it because you could read it up there. But Sal says, if anyone's looking for a Dragon Dagger in New York area, I ran into a guy who's selling 2 of them. And he means actual legacy ones. Those, not the Lightning Collection. And it was a good price from what I saw. That TJ head sculpt is rough. It is. They and the hairline. Oh my God.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
Oof. Just, yeah. And then there was one picture. There's one picture that made me say, okay, you're not going to pay full price for this. And no, it wasn't even the hairline. It was this picture. So, I could blame the toy photographer who took this maybe. But I've noticed this with some of the Lightning Collection figures. They don't stand straight up. Like he's almost like leaned over. Like his right hip is pointing to the left, like he's trying to compensate, like he has an injury. Like, do you guys see that, or is it just me? But when I saw that, I was like, all right, this is going to have the same issues some of the other ones have. And hell, to get the thing to stand up, they couldn't even line up this is probably the photographer in me, but they couldn't even get this to line up because maybe it wouldn't stand, or it wouldn't be like feet both pointing forward. Because, yeah, if you turn that piece, now the right foot is like pointed out. So I started seeing those things, and then I started tearing the whole thing apart, and I was like, I'm good. You got Pee Wee Herman here. Didn't know he was a Power Ranger, but he is from Lightspeed Rescue. And, yeah, $90, that sells out. It is interesting what sells and doesn't sell on Hasbro. This is the NFT, I think, right? I think Legacy was talking about it. Like, you get an NFT, I think, when you buy this one. But $180 for this, sold out. So people like that. Indiana Jones not selling out. Because, again, $33. Like, I do want this figure. Comes with a little monkey. It's cool. But, like, you don't really get anything. You're telling me $33 just to get a monkey? Why? Why are you doing this? And then as you continue, I want short round. I'm not paying $25. And it doesn't even look like short round. And the hat, I understand copyright issues, but come on, man. Comes with the hat. Like he's a kid, but it doesn't look like him. Comes with a flame. That's cool. Yeah. 25 is just too much. It's just too much. I think what's happening now too, and I'm always curious for a lot of you, if you're not a serious collector, like they do want you non-serious collectors to be buying this stuff. Like $77, $78 rounded up for 3 figures. Are you buying that? Because us hardcores, I mean, we're going to buy stuff, but they really need the casual to participate in the fun here. Nobody's buying that shit. That's done there. $90, Jabba the Hutt Black Series, 6-inch, aka 1/12 scale. That's all you get. No, I can get gas and groceries for that. T3 says production runs on Hasbro action figures are going to be less now. So waiting for clearance is playing a game of chicken now. Yeah, I've talked about that a lot. I've talked about it a lot in the past. Sorry. In the past, I've discussed, the whole thing that if you wait for clearance, you run the risk of ending a line. Like they may just be like, all right, let's see what happens. And if the stores are not reordering, it's not going to happen. But on something like that, when I go back, even like Aaron doesn't collect anything. And he said it's standing weird. Like if you're telling me I can buy, I could get half a tank on my truck or buy this toy, I'm gonna buy my, the gas. So, by the way, happy 420. Speaking of gas, I'm gonna fill up my truck every time. So, you're asking your people, look at all these. I mean, even look at this. Look at the amount of pre-orders. I understand they have a business to run. I get it. But the last 30 days, look at all these pre-orders they're asking you to throw down on at $25 a pop. This one's $34. So even counting that one out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 125. And then we back up. If you want this Indiana Jones wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, $5, $1.50. If you get the other one, that's $180, $200 after tax. $200 to get a wave of figures. It's rough. Where, 2 years ago, $100 got you a wave when you were at $19.99, right? Maybe $150, but now $280. Like we gotta be realistic at a certain point. Paul's about to have that MJ and Green Goblin 2-pack. Yeah, yeah. Hasbro is forcing collectors to buy full waves just so you won't miss out. Yeah, it's getting rough, man. It's getting rough. But before we end, I do have to show. Before we end, I have to show it. Because Patrick pointed it out, and I was so pumped. Where am I going here? Instagram. That's where I'm going. I was so pumped when I saw the initial picture, and I saw the zoomed in, and I was like, "What the hell?" Let's see. Hasbro Pulse. There we go. So yeah, I mean, that's true. It would be funnier if it came with Gwen Stacy. Shout out that guy. We're getting a 2-pack. They're continuing on the VHS 2-packs of Spider-Man the Animated Series, Green Goblin. My man's got the waves. Look at that. Shout out to whoever molded that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Comes with a glider, comes with pumpkin, MJ in there. They're not showing really a lot of accessories with her, but what is up with his face? Like, can I even zoom in on this? Let's see. Can I? No, it won't zoom in. His face is rough. Hang on. Let me see if I can, because I shared it on my story. So let me go here, switch it. Like, can I pause? I can pause. I mean, come on. I'm not afraid of Osborn here. I'm not like Norman Osborn is not putting any fear in me with this picture. And this 2-pack, best believe, is going to be like $60. Best believe. From 2021 to 2022, Marvel Legends have gone up $50. Yeah, it's crazy. Osborn swimming in the waves. Look at T3 says, I'm a Spider-Man collector, so these are definitely a pickup for me. I hate the price, but I love Spider-Man figures. I love them too. They need to freaking put just the basic animated series Spider-Man on the website. Put them there. I'm tired of like only finding it, via Toy Hunters on eBay. Like, put the damn figure on there. It would be even better if Osborn came with the zapper. They got rid of MJ. Yeah, exactly. The teleportation machine. That would have been great. That shit looks terrible. I'm sorry. I think it looks that looks bad. That looks so bad. Anyway, I think that's a wrap. We have reached the end of the show. That was fun. I mean, we pretty much spent the entire episode bashing things. We bashed the Power Rangers special. We bashed the Mandalorian finale. We bashed Hasbro Legends, is what it is. However, at 9:30, in 10 minutes, The High Ground, episode 39, with the one and only General Kenobi. I will be there. I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to play on this one. I told him, I was like, dude, he asked me like, I want to say 2-3 weeks ago. General Kenobi was like, listen, I want you to be on the season finale live stream. And I said, depending on how this goes, you may not want me on that stream. And he said, you know what? That's why I want you on the stream. So I may be there. That's all I'm saying. But as T3 said right there, great stream. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Fun episode as always. As I said at the top, you can grab yourself the new merch as my Siri goes off of my watch. Become the affiliated. Get that in time for Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Nerdaffiliated.com. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on nerdaffiliated.com. It's also on youtube.com/nerdaffiliated, kick.com/nerdaffiliated, twitch.tv/nerdaffiliated. You can watch it on all those things. I'm HeyArcher, El Presidente of Nerd Affiliated. For Anthony, for Sal, I thank all of you for stopping by. I'm tongue-tied today. So much on my mind. I'm excited for the live stream at 9:30 with General Kenobi. But like, comment, subscribe if you've not done so. And we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. We are out of here. Exit button?
Vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, more beer. Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.